CHA Animal Shelter began Citizens for Humane Action in 1975. There were three friends that decided that there was just an overabundance of homeless animals in the Franklin County area and decided to try and do something about it. They started by opening a shelter in one of their basements and started taking in animals. And over the years, CHA has moved to a few different locations, every time expanding the amount of animals they took in and the care of the animals, adding staff members and several volunteers to care for the growing number of animals that were coming to CHA's door. In 2003, CHA opened their doors to our brand new shelter, which is the facility you're seeing today. Years prior to that, our volunteers began an aggressive capital campaign to raise the money to pay for this location, so CHA can do what they do today without having to worry about those added costs. CHA Animal Shelter can house about 100 cats and dogs in our physical shelter location. We also have a network of foster homes outside of the shelter that care for animals that may be too young or too sick or too scared to be in the shelter environment. You can also find CHA animals at a couple local area PetSmart stores available for adoption. All of our animals at CHA are spayed or neutered, fully vetted, fully vaccinated, and microchipped before they leave the shelter. Recently, CHA opened up its own in-house spay-neuter clinic. Therefore, we're able to spay-neuter all of our animals that come to the shelter in-house prior to sending them out for adoption. CHA recently opened their in-house spay-neuter clinic to the public, and so therefore we can offer spay-neuter services and other veterinary services to the public at reduced costs. CHA relies heavily on the support of their volunteer base. Currently, we're at around 350 volunteers. Volunteers provide services anywhere from caring for the animals in our shelter, whether it be taking dogs on walks and feeding them, or caring for the cats, cleaning litter boxes, just performing any service necessary to ensure the care and the happiness of our animals in the shelter. Our volunteers are also our adoption counselors, which means they approve our adoptions and they sit down with the people who come in who are interested with animals, help them get to know their animal, and then walk them through the adoption process itself. Volunteers also help organizing our fundraising events. They bring animals out to on-site adoption events to get them exposure to people who might not have otherwise come into the shelter. Our board of directors is also a volunteer operation, and we also have volunteers that are foster homes, which means they provide homes outside of the shelter and care for animals that currently cannot be in the shelter. Our shelter is mainly funded by contributions from the public, our fundraising efforts, and our adoption fees. We are a nonprofit organization and we rely heavily on these donations in order to maintain our shelter operations. We have several fundraising events that help us raise money in order to operate the shelter. We have a golf outing, we have a 5K race, we have dog washes and flower sales and bake sales, and we have a dance event and a wine tasting. We have all kinds of great fundraisers that help us raise money to continue to do what we do here at CHA. There are three main ways you can help us here at CHA. Being an organization that relies on the generosity of the public and donations to keep our doors open, we're always looking for donations, either financial donations or donations of supplies or any goods that we need to care for our animals. We also would love for you to come and see our adoptable animals. That's really what we're here to do, is to find homes for homeless animals. And so I'd love you to come out and see who we have available for adoption. And if you're thinking about adoption, we'd love for you to come by our shelter or visit our website as well at www.chaanimalshelter.org. We also need volunteers. As you've seen earlier, we have hundreds of volunteers that help keep this shelter the great shelter that it is. So if you're interested in caring for animals or helping us raise money, we have volunteer opportunities available for everyone. For more information about CHA, please visit our website.